Another day, another video. It's my January empties. I have quite a bit, so let's get into it. Everything in the description will be organized by the category as well as links in case you want to purchase, but let's get into it. First things first is my JLo Beauty, the hit single gel cream cleanser. I had bought the cleanser almost a year ago. I bought it on the cruise for Virgin Voyages. I had extra credits and there was like a store on board. And so the original price for the gel cream cleanser is $38, I believe. But on the ship, it was on sale for $19.77. So basically $20. So if I was going to compare the basically $40 price to the $20 price, I would pay $20 for this. It's a basic cleanser to me. I really do enjoy it. This is, I think, my second time. The first time was a gift. The second time I bought it myself. And I enjoy it. I have a couple more usage out of this. So it lasted me for almost 2 months, I think. And I just wanted to insert it because I'm going to be done after 2 more usage. But if you want a cleanser, it's a good one for $20 if you can find it on sale. But I would not buy this full price because it doesn't like foam up like how I would prefer. But it's still a good gentle cleanser for someone with dry, sensitive combo skin. Next, I finished my Tide Ultra Oxy. You get 57 capsules in here. I just want to know, what do they mean by 4 months where it lasts? Because like I use 2 pods every time I use it. So I go through this pretty quickly. Like basically get 30 loads if I'm doing 2 of these in each load. Like, am I putting too many pods in there? Because I'm confused. Next, I finished the Patchology collection. I probably have each one of these patches in my bag. But I bought this again on Virgin Voyages when I went. That vlog is live. And this was $18 for a 6 pair of the All Eyes on You. And I think that's not a bad deal. Basically $3 each. I enjoyed them. If I was to choose out of the kit, I would probably repurchase the Restoring Night Eye Gel and the Illuminating. The Illuminating I would do during the morning, and then obviously the Night Eye Gels at night. But I love this little kit. Every time I see it and it's on sale, I pick it up if I have the extra funds for it. Next, I finished the Smart Mouth Original. I need to try other flavors of this. This does really work. I just don't like the fact that I have to pour the green capsule side and then the blue. I wish there was a way I can just pour it once. But if you suffer from bad breath, food odor, any of that stuff, I would recommend this. And yeah, absolutely love this down. Mena put me onto this and she isn't wrong. But again, because you have to do basically 2 steps, it does take time out of, I guess, brushing your teeth. Next, I finished the EOS Shea Better 24-Hour Moisture Shave Cream Vanilla Bliss. It's a shave cream to me. I love the EOS brand. I prefer waxing in general. But because I don't have the funds right now, I've been shaving. It did its job. I wish it was like a little thicker, I could say, because I feel like it was almost serum-y on my legs and then when you shave. But I've never had a bad product. Like, I wish there was like a shave cream mask, almost like the Notorium body mask, and then you can shave. But it is what it is. So it wasn't either a hit or a miss to me, and I'd probably repurchase. So far, I would repurchase everything. Next, it's one of my TN Dickinson Witch Hazel Soothing Cleansing Cloths. I get this in Subscribe and Save. It comes with, I think, a 4 or 6 pack. You'll see whenever I post a link. And I go through these pretty quickly because I use this for my face and like my underarms and down there. Like I use this for everything. Love it. Will never turn back. Next, I finished the JLo Beauty That Limitless Glow Sheet Mask. I actually thought this sheet mask was very cool. I've never tried it before. You basically customize it. It comes with like 2 little holes on each piece and it like connects. There's some video up already during my self-care Sunday of me trying the mask and I thought it was cool. I would repurchase it. It was originally on sale for $34 on Virgin Voyages. I picked this up there too. But it was on sale when I went for $9. So originally $34, down to $9. I would purchase this again for the $9. For the $34, that's kind of pushing it because this is not reusable. It's a unique mask where you can like fit it to your face and put it behind your ears and all that. And I'll give it credit where it's due. But for $34 originally, no. Next, I finished the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Cream. This year, I'm trying to use my stuff, as you can see. A lot of my high-end brand or like Sol de Janeiro, like fancy products, I typically use on vacation. But I'm just like, why don't I spoil myself once a week during my self-care Sundays? So I finished this up because I was mainly using this during my self-care Sundays. And I enjoyed it. The smell is just amazing. I love the smell of this. I have this in perfume. I have like 2 bottles of this. I would repurchase this. I was actually shocked that this lotion worked on me. I have a sensitive like body to fragrance lotion, so I was hesitant to use this, but my body didn't react to it terribly, so I would repurchase this. There's very few brands that my skin doesn't have a bad reaction to when it's strong fragrance like this. Next, I finished the Colgate Total 24-Hour Antibacterial Protection Clean Mint. I absolutely love this. I would repurchase this. There's nothing to say bad about it. And yeah. Next is the Bioma Sensitive Skin Body Lotion. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this probably would not be a repurchase, personally to me, just because I felt like this was very thin, as well as I had a lot of issues halfway through with it being hardened in here to where I had to like squeeze it out. And I don't know if it's because it's winter in California, so it clumped together. And this was like my first experience in this packaging for it to clump together. But my favorite Bioma body lotion is the Bioma Hydrating Body Butter. So I would pick that one up over this one. I really do want to try the Brightening Body Lotion again, but I remember it being thin like this formula. And so for me, the Hydrating Body Lotion is a body lotion. The sensitive skin and the brightening felt like a body serum, but they also do, Bioma has the body oil line as well. I'm just not a body oil girl. So I think I've officially tried all of the Bioma lotions, and to rank them, I would go the hydrating, then this, and then maybe the brightening. I don't know. Next, I finished 3 refills of the Febreze Plug-In Ocean Scent. Love this. Can even smell it in the packaging. This is on Subscribe and Save. Hands down the best. Okay, here's the mask insert to this. I also finished the Vitamask Ultra Peeling Exfoliating Foot Mask. I have mixed opinions on this. They say that you're supposed to start peeling within 3 to 7 days. It's often 7 to 9 days for me. So typically, I basically go a week with just it sitting on my skin, obviously. And then when it starts peeling within the 7 to 9 days, then that starts peeling for a week. So I'm like, basically, it's a whole 3-week process to use that foot mask. So it's not my favorite, but as someone who can't afford to go to the nail shop and get foot pedicures, I do enjoy it, because it leaves my feet smooth once it's done peeling. But before then, takes a minute. And so I tried it for the first time on Thanksgiving. Did it on my birthday weekend. So I did it, I think, on the 16th. My foot didn't start peeling until Thanksgiving when I was out of town. And that whole week of Thanksgiving, it was peeling, so I had to wear socks. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about repurchasing that in the future. It's great, and it's going to be great for the time being. But I have mixed feelings about exfoliating foot masks. Next, I finished the Naturium KP Body Scrub and Mask. Love this down. Love it down. Would definitely repurchase. I love that it's a thick enough formula that I can put it on and then focus on another section and then rinse the both together, this section. So like, for example, when I apply this in the shower, I'll put it on my arm. It will sit on my arm because you're supposed to sit for a minute or so before wiping. Yeah, apply on wet skin and gently massage with fingertips. Wait a few minutes and then rinse thoroughly. So I would apply this on my arm, let it sit, and while it's on my arm, I would exfoliate my stomach and like my chest area, and then I would rinse it off together. The only feedback is I wish there was just a KP body mask one, because this was thick enough to sit without anything, but if the water hit it, it immediately rubbed off. So I had to be mindful of that like if shower touches it, it's immediately gone. So I would love a pure KP body mask that would not move if the water hits it. Almost like a Nair type of formula. Next, I finished the Dove Prebiotic Boost Dryness Remedy with acai and peptides. I've been using this for about a year now. It's on Subscribe and Save. I get a box maybe of 6, and I purchase them every quarter, essentially, because 6 in one is gonna last me some time, because especially it's just me washing my hands. So, enjoy this. Haven't tried any other of the Dove Prebiotic Boost. Want to try it, but I don't know. It's on my Subscribe and Save. I don't have to think about it, so I haven't tried any other scents. Next, I finished the Liquid IV mango flavor. No. To me, this tastes like artificial mango, and I did not enjoy it. Would never be a repurchase for me. I love Liquid IV, and I love mango, so I was really excited about this. But again, it just tasted artificial. I had to force myself to finish that. I think I bought that in November, and it's now February, and I finally finished it. So I finished the Golly Apple Cider Vinegar Gummies. There's not much to say about this. Y'all know I subscribe and save to this. I eat this every month, enjoy it. I can tell the difference when I don't eat any of my gummies. And so I will continue to repurchase. If y'all have a better brand, let me know, or recommend a different brand of Golly Apple Cider Vinegar specifically. Because I've never tried any of the other Gollies, really. Just the apple cider vinegar ones. Next, I finished the Pattern Pre-Poo. Absolutely love this. Use this for when I take down my braids, Or if my hair is in twist for like a couple months, I will use this to take down. Will continue to repurchase it. I just don't have braids as much anymore, so probably won't be purchasing this for a while. Next, I finished a Dove Sensitive Bar Soap. What can I say? Dove is essential. It's on Subscribe and Save. I get another 6-pack of this as well. And so I get this maybe every 3 months. It's just me taking a shower. So here's an insert to the Febreze plugins that shows you I finished at least one refill. Next, I finished the VH Essentials Tea Tree Oil and Prebiotic Daily Feminine Wash Odor Eliminating Formula. Absolutely love this. Love this even on my coochie cloth that I have. Would continue to repurchase. This, I believe, is currently on Subscribe and Save, and so I probably leave it on there. So yeah. Here's one of the Patchology eye gel, rejuvenating eye gels that belong in this kit. So finish that. And I can't remember which of the eye gels kept sliding. I believe it was this one, which is why I didn't like it as much, but can't remember. Another witch hazel cloth. So that's 2 that I finished in the month of January. And each pack comes with, I think, 25. So that just shows you 50. And I use pretty much 2 to 3 every day. So that lasts me basically 25 days, which is basically a month. Next, I finished the Craft Mix Lemonade Variety Pack. I love this down. It comes with 4 classic, 4 blueberry, 4 pink lemonade. I have this on Subscribe and Save. It used to come every 3 weeks. I just scheduled it for every month because I just, drinking lemonade every month or every 3 weeks, like 12, technically 12. So every 3 weeks getting a fresh pack of lemonade is not necessary right now. I'm trying to come back down on my sugar. So once a month it will deliver, if that. But I love that variety pack, hands down. Love all of the flavors in there. Another rejuvenating eye gel mask that I finished, so 2 of them. Next, I finished the Bioma Phyto Mucin Glow Serum. I was holding off finishing this the month of January because every time I Subscribe and Save was gonna be delivered, this was on back order. I couldn't get it, so I was using this very slowly and using the Bioma Hydrating Serum more often. If I had to compare the two, I would prefer this one over the Hydrating Serum, and I can tell because this is popping. And this reminds me of the Snail Mucin, and I just love it. I just love this. Would continue to repurchase. This might even be on Subscribe and Save in the future. Next, I finished the Bioma Hydrating Body Wash. Love this down. Very hydrating. I sometimes didn't even feel like I needed to put on lotion out of the bath because it was hydrating enough, especially if I was just chilling and lounging around the house. But I would repurchase. Love this. The hydrating line, I guess, is just my line based off of liking the body lotion and the body wash. Next, I finished the Deep Sleep Pillow Spray from This Works. I've had this for about a year or 2. I got this in BoxyCharm. I love it. I would spray it on my bed every time I would do my laundry, and then it would last a couple days, and then I would spray midweek. Continue to repurchase this. Probably wouldn't Subscribe and Save, but I would probably repurchase once a year or ask for this for Christmas because it does work and I do enjoy it. I just don't use it enough anymore to concentrate putting it on my Subscribe and Save. Next, I finished the Donna's Recipe Sweet Potato Pie Extra Creamy Leave-In Conditioner. I love this line, the sweet potato line. I would use it during the holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas. I probably wouldn't use this year round because I just don't like the sweet potato pie. Like, I'm just not a sweet potato pie girl, except for Thanksgiving. And this smells like sweet potato pie. It's so potent. And then if you combine the whole 3 LOC system, you're smelling the sweet potato pie-ness in your hair for a couple days, minimum 3 days. Every time I would like go to bed, if I wasn't wearing my do-rag and my bonnet, I would smell it. Like, I would roll over, smell the sweet potato, and be like, oh, okay. So if you wanted something that's very potent, you love sweet potato pie, that scent, I would recommend this. I like a vanilla scent, but a lot of the sweet potato pie products are not available in the vanilla, which sucks. So I'm hoping they expand the vanilla at some point, but Donna's Recipe, yeah. Next, I finished the Laneige Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Intensive Moisturizer. This is 0.33 fluid ounces, and I used this maybe for a week or so straight every night. Love this down. A little goes a long way. This definitely kept me hydrating. I don't even want to pick up the full size because I know I'm going to love it. So I'm going to try everything else that I need to try of moisturizers before I pick up this in full size. But this might be my winter moisturizer because love it. This was so amazing, and it's very thick. Like, So, hands down. Next, I finished the Pattern Transition Mask. I gave this to my friend Zoe to use, so she used most of it because she gets braids more often than I do. But we did share this, so whenever I had braids and wanted to take down my braids, I used it. So I used up the last little bit. She gave it to me maybe like half full last year. So I would repurchase this. They've renamed this to something else now and repackaged it. I haven't tried the new formulation, new name. I've only tried the old one. So I'm going to have to try the new one to let you know how I view it. But I like these two combos for when I take down my braids. Oh, here's another refill that I've finished. I put one in my kitchen because I hate the smell of food. So one goes in my kitchen every day or every time it runs out, and then one goes in my hallway. Next, I'm throwing away or finish the Morphe brush. Once my brushes start peeling like this, I just throw it away because there's no point, and I don't plan on scratching myself with that by mistake. So that's time to go. Next, same thing. One of my Laura Lee brushes has cracked all over the bottom here. And so you can see I have loved these down. This I used to use for my powder, setting powder. And I would repurchase it, but I would probably want to buy the whole set again. Oh, this is the L13 brush that has crumbled on me. Next, the illuminating eye gels. Most of these eye masks I use once a week or every couple nights. I would use the eye patch the first night, and then I would use the leftover serum the second night. So technically one eye gel patch kit is 2 days worth of usage for me. So I like that. Okay, last 5 items. First is my Crest Scope Plus Minty Fresh Stripped toothpaste. If I had to choose a toothpaste over this one or the Total Colgate, I'm choosing the Crest. I just love a minty flavor, and this wasn't minty enough for me. It gave very clean mint. Next, I finished the Sephora Collection All Day Hydrator. I've used this multiple times. I've picked this up, I think, the last 3 years consecutively during the Sephora sale. Love this down. Also love their cleanser. The Sephora collection, I think, gets hyped up, but also doesn't get hyped up. I think their makeup brushes get hyped up a lot. But the skincare line, enjoy it. Next item I finished, but didn't finish because it says after 6 months of opening, and so now it's garbage. This is the MinimLA Vanilla Body Glow Oil. Love the shine that it gives you. I only really use this on vacation. I never used it like every day, especially because I don't really go out. So maybe if like I went to the club or dinners often, I would probably use this more, but it's time to throw it away. Or let me know if y'all think I should keep it. Is it still good? I think it's time to throw it away. But yeah, this is MinimLA. I love MinimLA, the body wash and scrub in the vanilla scent, so would recommend that line. I just didn't really use the glow. Second to last item, the Laura Lee Los Angeles L18. Again, it's all like cracked. The wood is like peeling. There's like lines everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it's just like time to go. Like there's a line there. Time to just throw it away. Don't remember what I used this brush for. And last but not least, couldn't end the Empties without talking about the always underwear, period, underwear. I get a box of 2 in my subscribe and save. And so I finished a box, but then I broke down another box to put in my bathroom because I typically try to put my stuff, like my period underwear, in my like pull-out bins instead of leaving it in its boxes, because I have pretty much a small bathroom storage area, so that's gonna take up a lot of space. So once a month I go through one, and then the other month, the other box per that month is for the following month. So technically I need my always underwear every 2 months delivery, because it's currently on subscribe and save. But that's all of my January empties. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you recommend any products from any of these brands, or any of the products I have mentioned from the brands. Let me know your thoughts. I think I would literally subscribe and save or repurchase every single one, except for these 3, essentially. Mango, just tasted too artificial for the liquid IV. The Bioma Sensitive Skin Body Lotion, this just clumped hard, as well as gave very much body serum and not body lotion to me. And then last but not least, the MinimLA Body Glow. I just did not use it, so I probably would not repurchase because I'm just not that girl. Like currently, I have another body oil. This is from European Wax Center that might be thrown out at some point. Another body oil at European. I just don't use body oils. So yeah, that's everything, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.